Bears won 109. You know, I was thinking about not making a video, but I need to make one. The Bears lost today 27-21. And you know, I didn't watch the game. I was at work, so I just caught the highlights. Didn't record the game because I knew I wasn't going to miss anything. And what I saw was really disappointing, of course. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, they rallied a comeback, they did this and that. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. There should have never been a comeback. It's all dumb. Matt Barkley started. From what I saw, he played like shit, and then in the fourth quarter, he played okay. All in all, Matt Barkley, you suck, okay? But not just Matt Barkley. Josh Bellamy dropped a wide-open pass in the end zone that would have won the game. And then Deontay Thompson missed a catch in the end zone that would have won the game. But you know, I don't really blame them either because they're not really fully established, developed receivers. Even though they're in the NFL, they're not starters. They're not starting receivers on any other team but ours. Because A, we're either injured or B, we're suspended. So, you know, I don't blame Barkley. I don't blame the receivers. I blame the fucking team. Okay, I blame the coaches. I blame ownership. This is bullshit. It's just, I was watching the highlights and you just see Mariota fucking bombing it deep, and then the fucking coverage is just fucking terrible. There's no fucking, not trying to break up any passes. Fucking receivers just lighting up our fucking secondary. And yeah, granted, I get they're all backups, but Jesus, man, they fucking suck. Even our starters suck. This team is a piece of shit, dude. We're 2-9. We are the third worst team in football right now. If the season ended today, we're drafting number 3. Next week, we got the 49ers at home. And you know what? I'm picking the 49ers to win that game because we fucking suck. And if the 49ers beat us, we are the second worst team in football next to the Browns. And honestly, if you ask me, I think the Browns could beat us. And I'm not just saying that because I'm pissed off, but it's fucking true, dude. Like, the Browns, I think, could honestly beat us. To see such a historic team, a team that I love and that everyone loves. I mean, this is such a historic, passionate group of fans in Chicago. And we fucking love our team. And Chicago will always be a football town, no matter what. No matter how many World Series the Cubs continue to win. No matter how many Stanley Cups the Blackhawks continue to win. No matter if the Bulls, get in gear and start. Or we saw it. The Bulls made the playoffs forever. For a while. And, maybe we'll make it again this year. And who knows how far we'll go. But no matter how far they go, and no matter how far the White Sox go, this will always be a football town, and the Bears will always run this town. But you know what? It's the fucking laughingstock of town now. I mean, if you ask me, the Cubs and the Blackhawks run Chicago now. The fans will always show up to Soldier Field, but those two teams run Chicago. And it sucks because the Bears always ran Chicago, and now they're just a piece of shit. And I blame ownership, man. They're pieces of fucking shit. It starts out the way fucking top. Today's attendance, I think, was 48,000 plus at Soldier Field. I think about 20 minutes prior to kickoff, it looked like it was fucking, the stadium looked like there still was another 2 hours left to sit in your seat. I mean, shit, barely, there's no sense of urgency to show up because we already suck. So who the fuck wants to show up on time? Who fucking gives a shit? I mean, goddamn, dude. I started going to games in 2010. I went to my very first Bears game in 2010. And since 2010, I've been to almost 40 Bears games. I fucking love going to those things. But lately, I have no desire to go because where I live, you got to kind of make a trip out of it. It usually takes about an hour and a half to get to Chicago from where I'm at. And, I don't want to spend my Sunday off, if I do have Sundays off, going to Chicago and watching this fucking team just fall on their fucking face every week. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. And it sucks because next season I plan to buy season tickets. But I don't know anymore because if this team's gonna continue to just play like hot trash and not continue to improve in the offseason and not add depth to their fucking players. I mean, Jesus, before the season started, our starters on paper looked like a 7-9, 8-8 team. But goddamn, dude, we fucking suck. The injury bug always bites the Bears. This is dating back to God knows how long. Even if we didn't have the injury bug, we're still a shitty team. We really are. I'm reading shit that Jay might stay. I mean, no offense, man, but just fucking get rid of the guy. I mean, he's reached his point. He'll never change as a player. Start developing another fucking player. And I don't want to hear anyone say, well, draft a QB or get a young QB and have him learn from Jay. I don't want my fucking future quarterback to learn from Jay Cutler, because then we're in for another fucking, 8 years of bullshit again. The only bright spot on this team right now is Jordan Howard, in my opinion. Jordan Howard is a fucking beast. And you know what? I pray that guy continues to be good, because if Jordan Howard continues to play like this his whole career, then we got a running back on our hands. And it seems like we always get good luck with running backs. But I don't think Jay... If John Fox goes, then Jay will go. I don't think any other head coach wants to keep Jay Cutler. John Fox, I don't think he wanted to keep Cutler, but I think he feels like if he does keep his job, he doesn't have a choice. But fuck it, dude. Just get rid of him. Jeffrey's going to go. You think Alshon Jeffrey wants to play on this fucking team? This team's a joke. And you know what? I hope Jeffrey goes, because Alshon Jeffrey is one of the most talented receivers in the NFL today. And it's such a shame that he's wasting all that talent on this shitty team. So you know what? I hope Jeffrey goes. And I hope he goes to a team like fucking Dallas or the Giants or, I don't know, the Raiders or, somebody good like them, dude. Let Jeffrey, could you imagine fucking Derek Carr airing it out to Alshon Jeffrey or fucking Dak Prescott launching it to Jeffrey? I mean, God, dude, he would help so many young quarterbacks develop too. So I hope Jeffrey does go, man, because he deserves a lot better than this shit. Jarrell Freeman suspended. Fucking Jeffrey suspended. I think Danny Trevathan's, he's probably going to get put on IR. Eddie Goldman's on IR. Kyle Long's on IR. Fucking Bobby Massey, I think's on IR. Eddie Royal's hurt. I mean, this team sucks, dude. And I don't know when we're going to get better. And even if we get a good draft pick, who the fuck are we going to draft? Because we really need a quarterback. Because a rebuild starts with your fucking quarterback. And we don't have one. And I'm sorry, but Jay Cutler, I know I defend the motherfucker, but he gets hurt way too much. He's not reliable. Jay could be having the best season of his life, but he just gets hurt. He's not reliable. That's why I don't want to keep him, because he's just a waste of fucking money. And he's just going to get injured. No matter what he does, he will always get hurt. And, injuries happen. I'm not blaming him, but it's just, you can't fucking rely on that shit. So we got the Niners next week. We're probably going to lose, and that's fine. I don't give a shit, because if we do lose, oh well, but I don't know who we're going to fucking draft, dude. We're probably just going to draft either a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman, and then honestly, that's okay, but it just sucks because it's not going to do anything for us. Yeah, we can draft an O-lineman all day, but the real problem lies in our quarterback and our fucking secondary. I mean, if there's a amazing safety or linebacker that we can draft, then cool, but I don't want to draft a fucking offensive lineman or a fucking defensive lineman, dude, because our history of drafting linemen is just fucking terrible, man. And it sucks too, because there would be no star-studded quarterback when we could use one the most. When we suck too, when we actually have the pick to get them. But there's no quarterbacks to draft. And I guess we could draft a receiver, but I mean, we don't have a quarterback to throw to him. We're stuck. The Bears suck, dude. We're in a jam. This team's garbage, man. It's depressing. It's really depressing. And it sucks to see how low our Bears have sunk.